Hey, money movers! Welcome back to Money Made Easy. Today, we're unlocking a Chinese secret to saving money that could absolutely transform your finances. I've gathered these powerful money-saving tips straight from the source, my stepdad, a quintessential master of saving. Get ready to discover how a different cultural perspective can lead to incredible financial success. Now, you might know I have a strong connection to China. I have spent significant time living in Hong Kong and Beijing. This immersion has given me a unique insight into their approach to money, and the numbers speak for themselves. The staggering fact is that in China, the gross savings rate hovers around a mind-blowing 46%. That means for every $100 earned, nearly $46 are saved. Compare that to the United States, where our consumption-heavy culture typically results in a savings rate of just 3.5 to 5%. That's almost a tenfold difference. So, what's behind this massive disparity? Why are the Chinese so incredibly good at saving money and building wealth-building habits? Firstly, it's deeply ingrained in their culture. As Americans, we're constantly bombarded with sales, discounts, financing offers. The pressure to consume is everywhere. 80% off. Free quote. We're often subconsciously encouraged to keep up with the Joneses. This consumer mindset has roots in the post-World War II era, where consumption was even deemed patriotic to boost the economy. In China, the emphasis is vastly different. There's a strong cultural value placed on saving money, driven by their understanding of what money truly means and the demographics of their country. You'll also notice a significant aversion to financing purchases. Often, Chinese people prioritize buying things outright with cash, avoiding debt whenever possible. This fundamental difference in mindset is a huge key to their financial success. Now, if you're just itching for the core Chinese secret to saving money, I'll leave a timestamp below so you can jump right to it. However, I truly believe understanding why Chinese people save money is incredibly insightful and can intrinsically motivate you to adopt similar habits. So, let's delve into the why first. The first crucial reason is the meaning of money itself. From a very young age, saving money is taught as an honorable practice. Children often receive money in red envelopes for New Year's and birthdays, and parents actively encourage them to save it. This lucky money instills a positive association with saving from the start. Money holds such significance that during holidays, instead of just saying, Happy New Year, there's another common greeting. Let's hear from comedian Ronnie Chang, who explains it perfectly. During Chinese New Year, the biggest holiday for Chinese people, the way Chinese greet each other, in Cantonese, Gong Xi Fa Cai. I'm sure you've heard that. Gong Xi Fa Cai means, hope you get rich. That's not happy, that's hope you get rich. It's funny, but it also highlights a core cultural value. Having money is often seen as a sign of financial success and is generally viewed positively in Chinese society. This desire for financial security and the respect that often comes with it are strong motivators for saving money. This brings us to the second point, demographics. Up until 2016, China had a one-child policy implemented to manage overpopulation. This meant most families could only have one child. Having more often resulted in significant fines, and failure to pay could even impact a second child's access to health care and education. This policy led to a sharp decline in newborns and, unfortunately, also contributed to sex-selective abortions due to the traditional importance of having a son to carry on the family name and inherit property. The result was a skewed population with significantly more males than females. In basic economics, more men competing for the same number of women creates a supply and demand issue. To stand out as a man in China, being perceived as successful, often equating to having significant money management skills and financial resources, became even more important. Furthermore, with only one child, parents had fewer expenses, allowing them to save money more readily. It was a double whammy: less spending and increased motivation to save, especially for young men striving for financial success. Another key reason for the high savings rate in China is the lack of traditional retirement accounts like 401ks or IRAs that are common in the West. While China does have a pension system, many people are wary about its long-term stability. This uncertainty, coupled with concerns about the rising costs of healthcare and education, further incentivizes individuals to take personal responsibility for their future financial security through diligent saving money. So, these are some of the deep-rooted reasons why Chinese culture places such a high value on saving. But now, let's get to the core of it, the main secret to saving money that I learned. And honestly, it's not some complex revolutionary technique. It's surprisingly simple. They account for every single dollar. A Chinese father always knew exactly where his money was going, at all times. And there's a specific budgeting system that perfectly embodies this principle, known in Western countries as zero-based budgeting. The zero-based budgeting system is a method where you allocate every single cent of your monthly income to a specific category, ensuring that at the end of the month, your income minus your expenses equals zero. Now, expenses in this context isn't just your bills. It also includes your saving money goals, your investing contributions, and any debt repayments. Let's say you earn $4,000 a month. A zero-based budget would list your rent, groceries, utilities, and other necessities. But it would also have dedicated sections for your emergency fund, your retirement contributions, even if not a traditional 401k IRA equivalent, student loan payments, a new car fund, and any other savings goals. The key is that every dollar has a job, leaving you with zero unallocated funds at the end of your budgeting process. You can easily implement this budgeting system at home using spreadsheets or apps. However, it requires brutal honesty about your spending habits. You might even need to track your expenses meticulously for a few months to get an accurate average of your variable costs. While this system helps you understand your overall expenses, including fixed costs, it empowers you to then categorize and allocate your budget effectively, putting you in control of your money management. Now, beyond this core budgeting principle, there are four main factors that Chinese culture often prioritizes to facilitate significant saving money. Before I share those, if you're finding this insight into a different approach to personal finance valuable, please give this video a like. And if you're interested in more content that explores different perspectives on economics and wealth building, make sure to check out my free newsletter, linked below. I share exclusive content there twice a week, and I'd love to have you join our community. All right, the first of the four main factors that contribute to the Chinese ability to save money is their tendency to avoid indulging in luxury goods or items that are purely status symbols. There's often a cultural emphasis on humility and flying under the radar, which naturally leads to less spending on expensive, unnecessary items. This focus on needs over wants is a powerful tool for money management. Number 2. When Chinese individuals earn money, they often aim to live off a very small percentage of their income. My stepdad's experience growing up with very little money in Shanghai instilled in him a deep understanding of the value of saving. He often aimed to live off just a fraction of what he earned. While reality meant he sometimes had to spend more, this underlying principle of saving as much as possible and living frugally became a core tenet for him and, I believe, for many others in his culture. While this is a powerful rule for wealth building, it's also important to be aware of the potential for creating a scarcity mindset and to adjust your perspective as your financial situation improves. The third factor is a strong focus on needs versus wants. A wise lesson I learned is that if something is a genuine need, especially concerning your health, then spending money within reason is justifiable. For example, investing in an ergonomic chair for better posture and comfort while working could be considered a need. However, this logic shouldn't be taken to extremes. While clothes are a need, designer brands might fall into the want category. The key is to be reasonable and frugal with most spending decisions, prioritizing true necessities. When it comes to wants, you can still indulge occasionally, but ensure you're getting good value and long-term enjoyment out of those purchases. This mindful approach to spending is crucial for effective money management. The last factor, and this is pretty universal across many cultures, is that eating at home is a significant way to save money quickly. We all know that dining out is generally much more expensive than preparing meals at home. In my family growing up, eating out was a rare treat, reserved for special occasions. Instead, we often socialized by having people over for group dinners. This simple habit of prioritizing home-cooked meals can lead to substantial savings over time, directly contributing to your ability to save money and build wealth. I hope these insights into the Chinese secret to saving money and their cultural approach to personal finance have inspired you. If they did, please let me know in the comments below. And as they say during Chinese New Year, Gong Xi Fa Kai. Wishing you prosperity. Make sure to check out my channel updates for more useful personal experiences on finance, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.